this is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out here. And I am out in the heart of nature right now, out on this beautiful hiking trail. So anyway, I really want to reach out to all of you, see how all of you are doing. I hope you're doing great, and I hope you are getting out in the heart of nature somewhere. Don't mind me, my hair is always sticking out somewhere. But anyway, I'm out here with my crow friends, and I just got done feeding them a lot of food out here. I do go at different places where they have free meals, and today, of course, most of you might know this, is Starlight does not eat meat or even fish. So, where I went today, they had salmon and pork. And I'll tell you, that salmon sounded good. But, I decided, hey, I'm going to share my food with the crows out here because I don't want to throw the food away. So I did have a really good, good lunch today. And here, I told you I was going to do this video with my crows today. Well, I told you I was going to do a video with my crows today. So, Starlight does know crow language. So they are out here talking. It is so beautiful. I love my crows. And there's lots of them. There's probably a good 20 of them out here that has been eating from the pile that I put out here. But I love them so much. These are my favorite birds. Believe it or not, that crows are very intelligent. They are very smart, and they do know face recognition. So I'm listening to what they got to say here. So yeah, I know this is probably a weird kind of video, but I did tell you that I wanted to, whoopsie, I'm trying to get the right light, wanted to do a video with my crows as far as them communicating with Starlight. And they are talking away. They're so happy. They got some salmon, and Starlight never liked pork. But they are my babies, and so I just wanted to talk to you about some things I've noticed as far, since I'm talking about food and feeding the crows, I really wanted to talk to you about the kind of food that you eat. And I know that's probably not your everyday topic for Starlight, and so that is what I wanted to talk to you today about, is what kind of food do you eat? Sorry, I'm just trying to get there we go. What kind of food do you eat, And like I said, right now I've been kind of in between vegan right now, and it has been very tough in my situation to eat the right kind of food every day. So today we're going to talk about what kind of food do you eat, and is it the best for you? Is it really helping you out? And it really all, from what I've been learning, it has to do with your ancestors and what they were eating, really will help you and what you should eat as far as your diet goes. And before I get started, you can, if you are new to my YouTube channel, you can find me on, I'm going around in circles here, on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. And also, sorry, I'm just like checking the light here. Also, you could give this video a thumbs up, and you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you could share my videos with your family, your friends, your dog, your cat, meow, your crow. You have a pet crow. That's kind of funny because Starlight had pet crows when she was growing up. We had 2 babies. They got kidnapped. I didn't do it, but anyway, we did have 2 crows and a blue jay when I was growing up, and a wolf. Woof. Roof, roof. So anyway, those are the pets that I had growing up. And I don't know about what kind of pets you had, but also you can follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So anyway, here we go with a new topic, and here's my babies. They are so beautiful. Not everybody is a crow fan like Starlight. Actually, I could see that there's a so they are talking to Starlight. And it's so funny. They watched me. They followed me right where I got the food today for lunch, and they were out there flying and trying to talk to me, and I'm like, I can't really talk to you guys right now because I'm standing in line with a bunch of people, and they're gonna think Starlight's a little out there if I start crowing like a crow in line as I'm waiting for food. So anyway, we're gonna take a walk today. Starlight is a nut, but like I said before, is the good healthy kind, you know. Starlight does like nuts, and I'm nuts about you. So boy, they are talking. So yeah, I love my babies. And just a little information about those crows, you ought to check videos out on your computer. Is they know face recognition, and there was a time in my past, see, I'm feeding them, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna feed you, but your job is to keep your eye on Starlight. And they will. They're amazing. They will follow me, you know, like somehow or another they do this. They did this in the past when I was younger, and I made a beautiful poem. I don't have it anymore, but I made a beautiful poem about the crows, how they followed me all over because I was feeding them everywhere. And it's funny, you know, like no matter what town I was going to in the area, like if I was in Johnstown or Gloversville, they seemed to know where Starlight was, and they were always talking to me. But of course, Starlight was feeding the animals everywhere she went. So I made a lot of friends with the crows, and besides them knowing face recognition, they will protect you. If you are good to them, they will actually warn you if there's danger around you, because they're not stupid. They know, you know, when there's somebody that's questionable. Ooh, Starlight's not no fool. See, I will gather things. This is a beautiful steak here. Not a piece of meat either, but I can use that at another time. But there used to be a tent in this spot. So Starlight is like a scavenger or something. I don't know. I'm always collecting stuff. But so these crows a long time ago did save Starlight's life. I had a stalker in a park, and they warned me, you know, like I knew there's something funny about their sound. And you know, I had flip-flops on, I had a headset on my head, listened to music, and I really didn't know if there was a certain man at this certain park a long time ago where I used to hang out almost all the time at one point when I was homeless before. And you know, I believe I had a skirt on that day with flip-flops, not the greatest thing, but it is kind of funny with Starlight is I used to practice running with flip-flops, with sandals. So I talk about running. Starlight could really move if she needed to with even flip-flops. So that's the kind of chick I am. I'm always like putting myself out there and saying, oh, you know, I got these flip-flops and I need to learn how to run, and I'm gonna run. as long as they don't break, you're doing good. But flip-flops are not the greatest thing. Must be a homeless person over here out on the side. There was a man before. I don't know if he's the same one, but yeah, so these crows years ago did save Starlight. And it's amazing how they made these sounds. So then I knew that that I needed to turn around, and before I knew it, there was a man that was dead right behind me, and there's no way he could have been that close behind me because I was really aware of my surroundings when I got out of my vehicle, and because I was on flip-flops, a man caught right up behind me, and he was dead right behind me without me even knowing that he was there. So those crows, they yelled out to me and warned me because I was feeding them all the time. They're like, "Hey, Starlight, look behind you." And I did. I looked behind me, and whoa, I mean, talk about Starlight ran. I'll tell you what, I'll take those flip-flops right off and I'll run. Starlight's always thought she was a Indian growing up, and so I always thought I had Indian blood in me my whole life. So Starlight did. She took right off and got to a safe part in the park, and where I hope the cameras were working, because that's where I stood, and that man, he followed me all the way to those cameras, and he stayed right out of the area where the cameras were set up. Isn't that weird? But Starlight does, keep an eye out on things. But that day, I did have my ears set on both of my ears, so I didn't know that this man was behind me. But the crows, they were sounding their alarms, letting me know, hey, a predator is behind you, Starlight. And so that is why I love the crows. They could tell. The military people have actually studied the crows. And I know this is not really what I wanted to talk about, but I did tell you that I was going to make a video about my crows and how they communicate with me and stuff. And they do. They prefer that they talk to you first, and then you could talk to them back. But it normally always works out best if you let them talk to you first, and then you can mimic what they say, and you can learn crow language. So anyway, I did tell you about my friends, the crows, but they are very intelligent, and I have a thing for animals that are intelligent. Besides, sorry about that. I meant to zoom in. And anyway, I did want to talk. I've been thinking about this for a while now. It is something. Have you noticed about food, on how they try to trick you into you might have a certain diet. I don't know what your diet is, but it is something how, with this 3D matrix, this 3D reality, how they seem to put healthy stuff with not healthy stuff together, and it really confuses the people, because there are people that really want to eat healthy. And this happened to me a long time ago, where, I thought I was eating healthy, and so I would go to the store and I would go buy nuts, or a combination of different kind of nuts together. And what did they do to the nuts? They either had a lot of salt in them or sugar and spices to the nuts. And so they took something good and they turned it bad. So there's a lot of foods out there that, you might be thinking, hey, this is actually good for me, but is it really good for you? Is that food really good for you? Even, what is it? Like today, I actually took a lot of my food that I did have, and then I gave it to the animals, because they're gonna, that's what they do. They'll find food, and no matter where it is, if it's in the garbage or whatever, and I'm not gonna throw my food away. So these animals will eat this food whether I'm feeding them or not. So I'd rather feed the animals than to throw it in the garbage, because if I throw it in the garbage, they will come and get it. So anyway, is with food, and just like in the stores, like I went to Walmart the other day, and what is the first thing they have when you walk in the store? It's a bunch of junk. It's junk. They're always trying to get you buy, the food that is not good for you, and the stuff that's loaded with sugar or salt, or and I have to let you know, just because something tastes good doesn't mean it is good. There's I know it says in the Bible, what's sweet to thy, I gotta remember how this goes. Starlight is so off on her Bible verses, but I think it's like sweet to thy mouth, sour to thy stomach. And, so there's verses, just because that tastes good. And right now, Starlight has got to protect her teeth. And I fell for a couple times when I went out to eat where, they said, hey, would you like some pie? And Starlight kind of fell for it. And so after that, I said, no, I don't need any more pie. I can't eat that stuff, because I'm not used to, I wouldn't have gone out and bought it. But here, I didn't even have to pay for it. So the temptation kind of got Starlight, and then I did, So you really do have to, really think twice of the kind of stuff that you're eating. Like, for instance, applesauce. They take something that's, good for you. And why? Starlight, I know, is a vegan, and I'm not sure if vegans really eat honey or not, but I heard somebody said that they don't eat, probably because the bees is Starlight would put like honey into my applesauce with some cinnamon there to sweeten it up a little bit, but why add the sugar? I've been getting like free applesauce, and then I'm like, ooh, applesauce supposed to be good for me. And I don't look at the ingredients, and here I am. I stick the spoon into the applesauce thinking, oh, Starlight's doing good. She's getting her apples in her. And then they added all this sugar in there. So really pay attention to those labels, like Starlight has to, and I get a lot of free food right now because of my situation, but I have to be careful. Starlight's been gaining weight lately. I laugh. I'm like, I've been getting weighed. I get weighed twice a week because I give my plasma away because I can get some money, and that money actually pays for, my car. It's helped me out to pay for my car insurance, or even like just the other day with my brake lines getting fixed, or gas money. Or sometimes I buy food with that, selling my blood, my plasma, not my blood so much. So I'm not going to talk, I'll make another video on the plasma to help people out in that area, another video, but not right now. Right now it's about the video about what kind of food are you eating. So really think of the stuff that you're buying before you pick it off the shelf, because, they mix good stuff with bad stuff, and then you're thinking, oh, I'm eating really healthy right now because I'm eating my vegetables, but what did they put in the vegetables? There's right now, I also wanted to make this video anyway because of the holidays. We're gonna have Christmas, and here we go again. You're gonna be this is the time of year where a lot of people gain weight because of the not being able to say no to the temptations, to things that is not good for you to eat. Like Starlight is a big fan of different things out there to eat, like cranberry sauce. Woohoo! Starlight loves cranberry sauce. So there's a lot of times, though, there's stuff out there that they're adding sugar to that they didn't really need to add sugar to. I do have a friend out there, and I feel the same way. If there's something healthy and it doesn't taste that great, but I know that it's really, really good for me, I am that chick that can deal with it. I can actually eat something, and it might not all taste that great. And there is a Bible verse about that too, about eating things like that, and how it's actually not bad for you, to eat things that are good for you. So with these holidays coming up, like Christmas, a lot of people have different kind of meals. Oops, I gotta, hang on. Trying to get my glove on because it's beautiful out here, but really to do a video, it's cold on the fingers. And I gotta do this really quick right now. Whoopsie. I'm trying to get this turned around, but I don't want to get people in my video. Hang on. I can't. It won't let me do it. So yeah, really think twice of the kind of food that you eat with Christmas coming up. And I'm not sure what kind of food you eat at Christmas time, whether, you know, a lot of people might have ham. Some people, whoops, hang on, I'm going to do this again here. Ooh, sorry about that. Some people might not eat ham on, you know, a lot of people eat turkey on Thanksgiving, or some people might eat turkey and ham on Thanksgiving, or turkey and ham on Christmas, or, you know, you might have some kind of family favorite meal for the holidays. Woo-hoo, there's a train go by. It's actually Amtrak. That station is right in the Rensselaer area where I used to live. But there goes the choo-choo train. And so really think twice of the kind of food that you're buying. And is it really healthy? Like, okay, here's another meal that a lot of people love. Maybe you don't, but yams. There's the crows. See, they're like, where's Starlight? They're following. They're tracking me down. They're talking. But yams, though, you know, and I made this long time. Actually, my daughter made this meal one time, long time ago. And sad thing to say is it was yams with marshmallows. And I'm trying to think what else goes in there, but marshmallows and yams. So you got a good thing, yams. And then, you know, all that sugar from the marshmallows. And the sad thing is that we were sticking things in the oven. And it was supposed to have been a glass bake pan, a see-through glass pan, like a bake pan. And my daughter had it all in the pan, and we put it in the oven, and it baked. And I can't believe it. When we were checking it to see if it was done, the oven actually broke the pan, and we could not eat the yams. So that went all in the garbage. So we were able to get it out of the oven okay. But so the yams with all those marshmallows and all that sugar, you know, it's not, we got to take care of our teeth. Like right now, I'm trying to get a dentist appointment right now because it's been a while and I couldn't make it to my other appointment because I didn't have gas to get to the appointment. But that's why I'm trying to kind of push my dentist appointment, because in this situation where I am now, it is so hard to always be able to, I can't always get into a bathroom to take a shower, you know, so I really have to be careful of the kind of food I eat. And Starlight really never really has, especially for a long time now, is eating sweets. So I don't really have a hard time saying no. But when you're in this kind of situation now, and people offer you free goodies, it's like, oh, I didn't even have to pay for it. I didn't have to cook it. You know, I didn't have to do the dishes. And so Starlight did fall for that a couple times with getting a pie for like Thanksgiving time. And there's, you know, they add a lot of sugar to this stuff. And you might have part good something and part, you know, something bad. And Starlight wanted to tell you a little recipe. I've come up with a lot of recipes being in this situation. And it is kind of interesting when and I know a lot of you, if you're cooks, and Starlight misses cooking right now. I really do. I wish I could cook a meal, but I really can't right now. I'm going to see if I can get a stove today, like a camp stove of some sort, that I can cook in this cold temperature. But so when it comes to cooking, I came up with a recipe. I'll tell you really quick. I told somebody about it the other day, and because I get a lot of nuts for free, and this is nuts without the sugar and without the spices. So Starlight thought she was eating healthy before, and then I'm like, oh no, it's got all this sugar and all this salt and yeah, it tastes good, but it's not good for you, So what I do is I take plain walnuts and plain almonds without any sugar or salt added to it or any spices, and they give me a mix of dried cranberries and walnuts. But I take the walnuts, cranberries, and almonds, and I mix it together and put them in containers. That way they don't dry out from being open or anything like that. In my living condition, the way I am, I have to have things really organized in my car. So I'm always reorganizing everything in my car and getting them in containers. But I take that mixture of almonds, walnuts, and dried cranberries. You can even do raisins if you have them. And I make like a peanut butter sandwich. And then I sprinkle the walnuts, almonds, and dried cranberries. I haven't done it with the raisins, but you could do the same thing. It would taste really good anyway. But this is, just to let you know, this is one of my favorite spots in my area where I kind of go back and forth. But yeah, you just sprinkle those nuts on top of your peanut butter. And Starlight doesn't mess around when she makes a peanut butter sandwich. So I did eat quite a bit of peanut butter sandwiches with the sugar in there. But when I can get peanut butter without the sugar, just a natural peanut butter, just peanuts, then I do that. But there's times that I can't get that kind of peanut butter, and so I kind of end up dealing with the peanut butter with the sugar. And before I was in this situation being homeless, I was always buying peanut butter without the sugar. But they don't always have that to give it away for free. So sometimes I am limited on what I can get, and if I don't have cash to actually be able to buy that, even though I am rich and abundant, just God blesses me one way or another with food, so I am so grateful for all the food I get. But you can put the peanuts and cranberries on top of your peanut butter sandwich, and it is so delicious because you when you eat it, hopefully it's like wheat bread or something like that. Sometimes Starlight ends up having white bread, which I prefer wheat or even grain bread. But like I said, in my situation, I gotta take what I can get right now, as long as I'm, like trying to do my best not to eat things that are not good for me. And but yeah, it tastes so good having a peanut butter sandwich where, you kind of have crunchy spots in it. That's if you like nuts. So anyway, I know my minutes are going pretty good on this video, especially in the beginning talking about my crows. But I did tell you that I don't know if you're going to hear the crows in the background of this video, but I will find out when I start editing it. I know I'm not going to edit it today, but more likely tomorrow. So I'm trying to be ahead, because tomorrow is going to be the day that I get my rotors and brakes fixed and find out how much that's going to cost. So anyway, really, I really want you to think twice. And it is tough, I know. The temptations are out there. Like today, for that lunch, they gave me some pastries, and I'm like, ooh, I definitely, I seen, like how much sugar, like sugar cookies. Right now I really, like I said, is I don't want to be tempted by that kind of food. So I always kind of give that food away to somebody else you know, to get rid of it because I don't want to throw it away. And but because there's people that, you know, they're gonna eat it no matter what, you know, even though they know it's not good for you. But really, if we you know, it is something that they got, you know, baked goods at a baked store, and it just so many places out there, even commercials, where they always put the worst food out on the ads or on commercials. You know, like, when's the last time you've seen, you know, a commercial? And Starlight is a salad for, you know, I love my salad. You know, I've been eating salad almost every day, and I love it. If I could get salad every day, I am eating it, because I like all that different kind of vegetables, and sometimes it might have some fruit in the salad. So, and then, you know, there's so many things that are not healthy for you or good for you, and you got to really be careful of the kind of oils that you're getting in your body. And so I'm making this video because I just did get my blood checked, and my doctor wanted to check because I did have a vegan diet before, and I am not eating animals, but sometimes I don't know what's in the food, and then I find out, oh no, that had what in there? So because I'm not cooking this food, and I find out, oh, I did that again. So there's things that really can get you to gain weight, and so you do have to be careful of the kind of food, and to make sure you're getting exercise, and also to make sure you're taking good care of your teeth. And so that is pretty much the video. I know a lot of people get tempted, you know, they got these diets, and then they get upset a little bit because they're like, oh no, you know, like another, you know, now we just got done with Thanksgiving, and oh no, you know, I ate a lot of food that I wasn't supposed to eat on Thanksgiving Day, and now, you know, now they're like, oh no, now it's Christmas coming up, and I got somebody's house to go to for Christmas Day. You know, just be, you know, and I'm not saying that's gonna be easy, but really think twice of the kind of food, you know, like think ahead of time. Say, you know, I can do this. I could say no to that dessert. You know, find out what is in that dessert. You know, is that the kind of food? And there's definitely food that Starlight found that when I eat it, you know, I feel drained after I eat it, and that's the kind of food that you really want to avoid. Is, you know, when you get done eating it, now you don't have any energy. So like I said, Starlight isn't eating any meat. It just, right now, it is very hard for me to have the diet like I had, having a vegan diet. So sometimes I eat food that I know it's not a part of my diet, but I do have to eat. So, I'm out here. This is a beautiful area. I love coming out here. You know, it's in the middle of the city, and what's weird is that you don't see a lot of people out here. And the reason why I kind of acted funny is that there used to be a chair here, and I'm thinking, where did it go? What happened to the chair that was here? I can't imagine that somebody would just pick the chair up. But, you know, you never know. Maybe somebody did pick up the chair and take it with them. But anyway, I love you. And hang on, I gotta take my I gotta take my glove off. I could hear my crows out here talking. They're making sure Starlight's safe out here, and they are so adorable. I know crow language out here. They are. So anyway, I do love you. You could give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You could share my videos with your family, your friends, your cat, your dog, your squirrels. You know, I seen one earlier. And you could follow me on Instagram, and that's at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that's Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. I'm just trying to hear them. I'm trying to hear them right now, hear what they're talking about. But they said, Starlight, thank you for all the goodies today. The salmon tasted really good. So anyway, I do love all of you. This is Starlight. Woo. This is Starlight. Love, light, and peace.